I think there are a lot of strengths and advantages that the older entrepreneur is going to start with, the lessons of life.
Yeah.
Are there disadvantages for them?
I honestly don't see many.
That's a good thing.
If you have a dream and you really are willing to put in the work and love the idea, and not only the idea, but the actual reality of working in a business and running your own business, it isn't a day at the beach. This is hard work. And most people, I would say every entrepreneur has told me they've never worked harder before, but they only wish they had started sooner.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that mentality. And again, I must say this because from a financial planning perspective, do not dip into your retirement accounts to start these businesses. This is something that it really is important that you have gotten, you have a financial base in order to do this. And not everyone is hardwired to be an entrepreneur. So you really need to do that inner soul searching before you take that jump.
Yeah, that's very good. And don't put the money you've already got saved for retirement at risk by extending your working years and doing something different.
No, you have to be very prudent about this.
That's very good. Well, other advice, somebody's watching the program right now, you've connected with them out there and they say, I'm going to do it. What's the first piece of advice?
No rash moves. Take your time, do your homework. Really, this is not something you need to have a solid business plan. You need to have done your research, gone out, talk to people who are doing these jobs or in that industry. If you can volunteer, moonlight, do the job first, because sometimes you might think, oh, this is going to be dreamy and fantastic, but you get going and it's not. I mean, I have a woman who, she took an early retirement package. She was a corporate attorney and a lobbyist in Washington, D.C. She was a fabulous gardener, and she is a fabulous gardener. She started a landscape design business, of course, a natural thing for her. She got into the garden, and David, she was miserable. She was so lonely because that was her respite. That's where she went to get away from it. And so she quickly said, okay, I get it. That's not for me.
So you don't recommend it being maybe your hobby?
Well, this is a whole thing. I think sometimes it can be, so you have to be careful. This woman is a perfect example of not ruining your hobby. But studies have shown that, and this stunned me because I used to tell everyone, do not ruin your hobby. Studies have shown that people who start businesses from their hobbies or their passions tend to be more successful.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like a tortoise and a hare. They don't start off quick. They start off slowly. But here's the beauty of it. They've been the customer. They are the customer. They really know the industry. They know exactly, where the needs are, because if you're going to start your own business, you have to say, why me? Why now? Why this product or service? Is there a need in the market? Because it may sound dreamy to you, but are there really customers out there for you? So start with baby steps. Take it slow. Start it as a side gig if you can. You really, you want to let it evolve over time. And so patience is really, really critical. But I have a couple of other key points that I tell everyone who's going to start a business, right? You need to be 3 things. It's Kerry's fitness plan.
All right.
Are you ready for it?
Sure.
Number 1, you need to be financially fit. Okay, debt is the biggest stumbling block. It is, when you ask anyone about starting a business, money is the biggest obstacle. So you have this idea, okay, stop right there. Do a budget. Where can you get lean and mean? Can you trim back your, do you have a mortgage that you can pay down? Can you refinance? Can you move to somewhere where it's less expensive? There's lots of good ways that you can get lean and mean, because that is what you need in order to move forward.
If you would like more information about the topics and our guests featured in this series, please visit our website at PlanStrongerTV.com. Also, if you have a question you would like David to answer, please send it to questions@PlanStrongerTV.com.